Hey, alright, so some of the things I've done with FORScan, I'll go ahead and demonstrate. So we all know about this really annoying panic button. Why isn't it a 2 press like everything else? You know, it's a nice feature to have, the panic button, in case you're, slow enough to not be able to find your car. But one of the good things is it's really easy to fix. So with FORScan, you can either completely disable it, which I don't really recommend unless you absolutely hate it. But one of the best things is you can make it, instead of only a single press, you can actually make it a double press, just like the rest of them. So you can listen real quick. I pressed it, nothing happened. So now I have it enabled to where you actually have to double press it for it to actually work. So let's try this one more time. Double press to enable the horn and the lights to flash, and single press to turn it off. So that half hasn't changed. Another thing I've done was the auto relock. So go ahead and lock it. You can see the lights go off there. Alright, so I'm going to unlock. Okay, light comes on and goes off. Running is still on. Gonna keep the key in the picture so you can see everything. The other key is completely upstairs, I promise. So after 45 seconds, if you accidentally bump the unlock button, or even if you touch the handle, if you do not open a door or open the trunk, it will automatically relock itself. After, I think, about 45 seconds it takes. I don't recall the exact timing, but it's less than a minute, but more than half a minute. So I'd go at 45 seconds to be on the safe side. Yep, there it goes. So it locked itself. No doors were open. Also, with FORScan, if you have LEDs, my entire car is 100% LED. So my high beams, my little lights there, they're LED. My projectors are LED. My fog light is also LED. So they're super bright. Well, that's all fine and dandy until your turn signal does not flash properly. It'll instead blink really, really fast, and it's really fucking annoying. Well, I've got that fixed as well. They don't blink fast, inside or outside the vehicle. You can adjust that with FORScan. Let's see here if I can power the car on. Alright, for all the lights. Okay.
Matters most. Turn to the Nebraska Medicine Cancer Network.
Alright, so if I put on my turn signal, yep, completely normal. And when I get out of the car, there's no obnoxious ghetto fast blinking. It is completely normal, which is nice for all lights, just like it should have came from the factory. So LEDs, the advantage is they're brighter and they last way longer, and they don't use as much electricity, so that gives you extra power to have on the rest of the vehicle. Alright, so yeah, I don't know why my lane keeping system was shut off. I guess I forgot to turn it on. Alright, so with this side with FORScan, I have enabled the tire pressure monitors. Yes, I know they're really high, but my tires are kind of hot because I was just driving not too long ago. I've got the speedometer. You can show digital speedometer in either kilometers an hour or miles per hour. The intelligent all-wheel drive, which will actually depict which wheel has power, which wheels are losing power or slipping, etc. Just like the F-150s, the Explorer. Yeah, I think maybe the Taurus SHOs have it as well. Now, obviously, distance to empty, we all know what that is. Alright, so that's everything there. Navigation. My car did not come factory nav. I actually had to add it myself. That is more than just a simple reprogram with FORScan, so that will actually have to be a totally different video for a whole totally different time. That's actually a lot more involved. So let's get on to, I'm gonna go ahead and throw my e-brake because I don't plan on actually backing out of the driveway with this. It's on, okay, good. So, how the reverse mirror tilt works. First off, you have to have memory mirrors, which since you have a titanium, you already got it, you're good. Alright, so normally you throw it in reverse. No mirror is selected at all, so they both stay just fine, just the same. None of them have moved. Now, let's go ahead and throw it in park or drive or whatever. So, basically, if you just got to back out of just a parking space or whatever and you don't really need it, cool. Yeah, it won't always tilt them down. So now, to make one tilt down, pick a mirror. This is usually so you can keep your wheels from, you know, smacking up against the curb and really, you know, scratching the shit out of them. You just select, say, this mirror. We'll do the driver's side mirror. It's a lot easier to videotape. So you'll just press it. Okay, nothing has changed. Then you go and throw it in reverse. Okay, and it immediately tilts down and inward just enough to where you can see your wheel. All you need to do is see the very edge of it. You don't actually have to see the whole thing. So that actually works really well, because now when I'm backing up, I can actually get it like an inch away from the curb without actually scratching it. So if you throw it in park, there's a slight delay, just in case you're just trying to readjust by pulling forward a little bit and then throwing it reverse again. It doesn't go up and down, up and down, up and down. That would get really annoying. So it actually has a slight delay, but when the delay is up, obviously it resets back. So it's still set. Go ahead and remove and hit this one. When you have one mirror go down, they both do not go down at the same time. There's no way to do that. It's only one or the other. Typically you're only parking up against one curb anyway, so let's do the same thing with this side. Go ahead and put it in reverse, and there it goes. So same thing on that side. You can see the wheel. It's really hard to see in the camera because, you know, in person it's totally different and you can easily see the actual tire in the rim. And if they don't tilt just enough for you, it's in park again. Give it a minute and it'll come right back. There we go. And it automatically adjusts exactly how it was set. No matter how you had it set, it'll always revert back to where you had it last. So that's all I can think of currently that I've done. I may have done more. I don't remember. Also, when you do use FORScan, make sure you back up your car's factory settings first. Always, whenever you plug the OBD Link MX, which I usually keep mine typically in here in my center console. So up close and personal, this is what it looks like. Yep, it's just a OBD port. It says OBD Link MX on the bottom. Just has a little icon on the top, and then has all the status lights. Let's see if it'll focus here. Jesus Christ, this thing sucks. Alright, so yeah, power, OBD, host, and BT. There's a little pairing button right here, so when you first plug it into the car and you're going to connect it to your laptop, you have to connect it to your laptop with Windows first before you even open FORScan. And then when you open FORScan, you just set it to connect via Bluetooth. You select the OBD link. You don't even need any drivers. There's nothing specific. It's literally plug and play. Super easy to do. It goes right here under your dash. Everyone has this port. It literally just lines up, plugs right in. I'm not going to plug it in because you never want to plug it in while the engine is running. So another thing I did actually while I'm here, so the sound settings, something that Lincolns have that the Fords don't, is the EQ mode. So it already has presets. You just literally click them. By default, it's permanently off, and you will not have that setting right here. And obviously, it's just the normal stuff up here. So yeah, I have it on pop because it actually adds a little bit of oomph to the bass without actually cranking the bass up. you know, because I don't want to blow my speakers. It actually adds a really nice touch to it without it being overkill or, you know, obnoxious. So that's it for this video. That's all I could think of. You can also, oh yeah, other things you can do, but, you know, I obviously didn't do it, is, go ahead and take that off. The car roll back just a little bit. So, I don't have my seatbelt on, and the seatbelt light is not illuminated. You can disable the seatbelt sensor so that it doesn't annoy the shit out of you when you're driving around the corner, and don't need a seatbelt like if you're going to a friend's house in the same neighborhood, you know, or you're just moving something from one side of the parking lot to another. It's just kind of big and you're just going to be hopping in the car and using the car to move it. It's a pain in the ass when that thing's going ding 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 constantly, you know. No one wants to hear that shit. So yeah, turn it off. Real easy. Yeah, can't think of anything else currently, but there's a laundry list of things you can add. There's also things you can get from the Lincolns, which you can get Lincoln MKZ mirrors that actually, like, instead of sitting like this, they will actually fold in flat to the window, so that, you know, when you park your car, you don't have to worry about someone, you know, swiping your mirror and, you know, fucking it all up. It'll actually fold up like the Japanese cars do and European vehicles do. The European Mondeos, if you really got to have a fusion mirror, have that feature as well. And you can use, you can go buy one of those, but you're going to pay a hefty price because it's all in euros or British pounds, which is usually around twice as much as our dollar's worth. So it might be worth looking at, but nothing more or past that. Things you cannot do with FORScan: you cannot tune the car with it. Obviously, that's ECU. That is something you cannot touch with the. That's something you cannot touch with FORScan. FORScan just won't work. Also, another thing you can do, you can enable dark car mode, which is something that the Ford Police Interceptors have. Basically, all of the lights, everything, including these really small lights here, completely off. You can disable the welcome screen, so basically, you know, it's dark. It's dark as fuck when you get in and out of the car. What's the purpose of it? I don't know. I don't really care for it. I think it's, you know, cool or whatever. Another thing I've done, actually, this one I'm not going to be able to really demonstrate, but I have enabled secure idle. So if this leaves the car, normally it'll just say no key detected, and you can still throw this bitch and drive and take it. Someone, you know, can take it and go wherever they want, do whatever they want with it. So say you're in the ghetto, or you're somewhere in an area you're not familiar with, you can very easily, you know, have that happen to you. Well, secure idle, what it does is it's another police interceptor option. If this is not in the car, it'll simply say no key detected, and if you throw it in park, or if you throw it in reverse, neutral, drive, or sport, does not matter. It will always say park, and the transmission will not actually shift. You could floor it, do whatever. You could throw it in drive and floor it, and it'll just rev. That's all it'll do. It will not go anywhere, move, do anything until this is back in the car again. So that's a nice thing to have, so you don't have to, you know, leave this on the seat and lock the doors with the keypad on the outside, and then go inside a gas station, buy something or whatever, you know, and then if someone's trying to rob you on your way out, you know, now you're standing out there punching a key code in. This allows you to just hop in the seat and go, and if they decide to try to hop in your seat and take your car, it does them no good. You could just call the cops. You know, they're not going to do anything or be able to do anything. So that's a nice thing to have. That's another thing I enabled. But yeah, that's it. That's all I can think of for real this time. Yeah, all right, that's it.